wanted to share with you a fall/Halloween haul and also a few little decorating tips for Halloween and for the harvest season. So as you can see, I have several things here and I found quite the haul when I recently went to a few of my thrift stores and then also to an estate sale, which surprisingly had a lot of Halloween stuff. And then a few things I've pulled out from things that I've had stored away. So what I want to start out with is these adorable primitive, this is a vampire, and I actually ordered him from Country Door, and his name is Norbert. And then the little witch that sits next to him here, her name is Zanzabel. And so I have Zanzabel and I have Norbert, and I have this really adorable black bench that I found that I'm gonna display them on this year. So I did order these from Country Door. They were kind of pricey, but they're so adorable, they're so unique. I love the primitive look. They're very, very great quality, and so I purchased them, and now I have this wonderful black rustic bench to go along with it to display them on. And then I also found this rustic set of keys. So I'm just going to sort of hang those on either a doorknob, on the front of a cabinet, or I've got them sort of hanging here on the back of their little bench right now. The other thing is I found this really neat looking pumpkin here. It's sort of a dark, almost like a black plumish color. So I snagged that up right away. And then I have several of these jars. Actually, I found the jars themselves, and then I found lids that fit them, and so they have the appearance of a cookie jar, but they're actually two different pieces. And so what I did is I took this, I found this in a haul, these big, beautiful, glittery pumpkins. They were in a box and they were $2. So I snagged those up, and I thought those would look really cute displayed in this really large jar, cookie jar sort of display here. And so I've displayed them in there, and I think that's a really unique way, other than just, you know, sort of throwing them in a bowl or what have you. The other thing is, again, I have this jar that I found, and in thrift stores I always look for these little lids. And so I filled this jar full of really pretty rustic nuts, and then I just simply found the lid that fit it. I tied a piece of chocolate ribbon around the top, and that's a really rustic little display piece for autumn. Another cute little idea that I came up with is I have several of these little custard dishes. And so in this haul of glitter pumpkins that I found, which I actually found at an estate sale, I have this little chocolate glitter pumpkin. So I dropped it down inside of there, and then I'm just going to use this small little lid that I found that sort of fits it perfectly, and I'm going to just display that on my mantle or on a side table, and it's just a really cute, simplistic way to display that. I really like things that have an impact but are really understated. And so a glittery pumpkin in a clear glass dish with this cute little apothecary lid is just absolutely adorable. And then I found these two little wooden rustic pine cones. I'm sorry, they're acorns. And so I grabbed those up. Those are going to be really cute to just sort of scatter on a table. And then I found this jack-o'-lantern, and the thing that I really like about that is that I can have a candle in it and still have the lid on. Typically a lid is the snuffer, and so with this one I can use a candle in it, battery operated or a tea light, and put the lid on, and if I use a real candle it's going to stay lit. The other thing is this cute little ghost that I found over here. He also is a little tea light. I found him at the estate sale. And then I found this really cute rustic little ball there. It's like a billy ball, and I thought that was really neat, so I added that to my collection. And then over here I found this urn type vase, and so what I thought is if I don't do a typical arrangement in this, then I thought it looked really cute with this rustic little pumpkin sitting on top. And so that's kind of how I have that displayed here. I'm not quite sure exactly where I'm going to put it yet, but it's a really cute piece. So I'll find somewhere really great for that to go. And then of course I have this wheat sort of arrangement here that has some really rustic pieces in it. Some leaves and some berries and some different little cornucopia type pieces in there. And so I really like that. I'm going to use that somewhere as well. And then I found this adorable little witch. She's wooden and she's got a little straw broom, really cute hat. I found her at the estate sale as well. She was really inexpensive. I think she was like $1/4, so I snagged her up right away. And then I found this adorable pumpkin, which is also one that you can use a candle in. The bottom is open. And so I already have 2 of these large candle stands. So I just found this pumpkin and I'm going to display it on there, and I have just the perfect place for that. So I've already got an idea on where that's going to go. And then I have this beautiful pumpkin that lights up. I actually got this at TJ Maxx or Marshall's. I got it at TJ Maxx. From TJ Maxx it was $16.99, and then I also bought the owl, which is really pretty. And so this lights up, and those are going to be displayed in my family room. I have the perfect place for all of these items to go. I just wanted to get them out on the table and on display so I could share with you a few decorating ideas, such as the nuts and the pumpkins and some alternatives to just kind of tossing things in a bowl. And then of course I had to share with you Zanzabelle and Norbert, and then this adorable bench that I found that I'm just absolutely, it was absolutely perfect. So I snagged that up right away. But I also wanted to say that when you're displaying a tablescape, don't be afraid to go outside the box. What I have here on the kitchen island today is actually a throw. And so a lot of times you can find beautiful throws that are either a plaid material or a solid material, and you can use those as a tablecloth. And especially during the harvest season, they're really going to create a rustic look. And then if you layer it with a table runner, such as the one that I have here that's in like the oranges and the reds, then it really creates a great accent piece. So I wanted to share this little haul with you and some of my decorating ideas. So please subscribe to my YouTube channel. You can leave your comments below. You can visit my website, www.athomewithzane.com. We'll look for you the next time. And remember, it's your home. Create a space you'll truly love.